the council comes in and say, hey, wait a minute, we paid you such and such in dollars. What were the fruits of your labor?
Okay. Well, with the last 9 minutes that we have in this show here,
Oh, wow.
we're going to talk about the PUMA. Did I say that right?
PMUA.
Some
Right.
people would prefer we talk about Pumas.
Well, you know what? The idea is this: I could never say that hospital up in Newark, that big hospital, UMDJ. So, but I know this. I know the block is on. You need emergency, I get you there. People now are saying that the money that we have to pay is just out of control. A lot of people are being turned off by moving to Plainfield, even though the houses are basically like every place else, cut in half, reduced, because of this PUMA bill that has to be paid. What can be done to help the residents of Plainfield with that bill? How can we cut the bill down? And let me say this right here, a lot of citizens in Plainfield are opting out of the garbage pickup.
Mm-hmm.
They're going back to the $28, $29 a month garbage pickup that we had when I came down here in 1988. So, anybody.
Yeah, well, as I've been out canvassing, I've talked to a lot of residents, and, everyone feels and knows that they're being double taxed. Okay. So, one of the ideas that I have, there's a perception about the PMUA that it's a patronage pit, and not without, some merit. I think that, for one thing, in terms of public relations, and also to save over $100,000, that the PMUA commissioners should not receive any medical or health benefits for, I served on the Plainfield Cultural and Heritage Commission, and I served as a volunteer, and I think that's how it should be, and nor do I think that the commissioners should receive any stipends. One of the ideas that I'm championing is actually an idea that Councilman Mapp had come up with last year, and that was to try and see if we could reabsorb the PMUA back into the city so that we could write off a portion of those fees on our taxes. Now, East Brunswick has already done this, and they're projecting a savings of $500,000 a year, according to
For the
Councilman,
residents.
for the resident, yeah, for the city, yeah, Councilman Mapp's calculations, and a number of people, residents actually, have looked at those figures, are envisioning that we could save about $2 million. In addition, the transfer station needs to be much more proactive in getting additional business. And another thing that I think we should do is we should study looking at if people are not going to opt out and they like the garbage pickup that they're getting, to maybe go to a once a week system, have people work
once every 2 weeks or something.
once every 2 weeks.
Because I don't even put my
It
garbage
could
out
be,
every week.
it could be seasonal, or
Yeah.
it could be, there a number of municipalities have been using the sticker method.
Sure.
So I think those are certainly things that we should study and work with the PMUA. And if the PMUA is not willing to be proactive in trying to lessen the costs, I think that we need to revisit the whole idea of PMUA. And a number of residents agree with me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, being on the council, this is one thing that keeps coming up over and over again.
All right.
And this is a problem that's been going on for many, many years. This didn't start right now. This traveling and expenses have been going on for a long time. It is the combination of the 20% increase and the pain everybody else is feeling that the travels and other things have become more magnified. So this is nothing new. What I did as council president is I told the PMUA, you have to come in and you have to sit down and talk to us. And I did that. And we came up with six things that they are going to do. It's the beginning process of a long-term reform. Because I said this is.
Can you tell us something now?
Yeah, I'll give you an example.
All right.
One of them was to curtail travel. There's no reason, in my opinion, and most residents say there's no reason to spend $25,000 to send 15 people to a conference in California. It is simply.
Now, what would the conference be about? Was it about garbage or?
No, it was not about garbage. It was city administrators conference, and the president of the board spoke about immigration issues at the conference.
Well, I know that immigration issues is a big issue and very important, but.
What's it got to do with
With the
garbage?
right,
Exactly.
with the
And
garbage.
this is something that outraged residents, and I brought the PMUA in, and they agreed to a series of reforms. Another thing that they agreed to was to look at consolidating all their operations. Another thing that they agreed to was making themselves more transparent so that all the information is available for residents to see. And in addition to that, we had additional meetings. One of the things that I told them that they should look into is 2 times a week pickup in the summertime, but then go to once a week. This I already did, so this is not these, the differences here is, are you going to do them or have you
Right.
already done them? And I've already taken
And you
these.
said twice a week in the summer and once a week in the winter.
And winter, fall, spring,
But
and winter.
shouldn't it be the resident option if he say, well, just pick my garbage up twice a month? Because the cans are quite large,
Right.
And I think that.
yeah.
And then we have a lot of people in Plainfield also that's single that own homes.
Right, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
not that
yeah,
one person.
yeah.
A good many.
Yeah.
Kids are left.
And they're looking at that also.
Okay.
But at the by and large, most people don't need 2 pickups from fall through spring.
Okay.
So we go to 1. The other thing that I told them about, and they're looking into, is having an arm, an arm, so that you only have 1 person on the truck, and they can reach out to the garbage can, put it, and
But I thought that was the market thing of the truck. The truck was years ago. They showed it on channel.
No,
73.
you need people to, you need somebody to roll a truck cart,
Okay.
attach it to the machine, and then
Oh,
in
okay,
addition to the
okay.
driver. So
So you're saying one.
this would eliminate over $500,000 in
Okay.
cost.
Well, actually, to do something like that, you actually got to reconfigure all the trucks too. So that would add thousands of dollars to it. But what you can do, okay, our transfer station is underutilized.
All right.
All right. Now, I sat on the board for PARSA, which is the Plainfield Area Regional Sewer Authority. And being a commissioner on PARSA, what we try to do is get a regional pump station that pumps all the sewage from the surrounding areas through Plainfield and make that a regional. What that could have done, we could have got more jobs, we could have lessened the blow to Plainfield residents. But we didn't get really the cooperation of the council to really push that forward. Secondly, when you talk about the transfer station, okay, the other communities could utilize our transfer station to transfer their garbage and things to our community, especially since South Plainfield closed. And right now, the other communities are talking with the PMUA to do that. If these contracts do come through,
Okay.
it will lessen the burden to the ratepayers that we're paying right now, and also more importantly, you will also stabilize the rates that are going out there, which is very important. And the biggest thing, what I personally like about the PMUA, is that 90% or 95% of the employees live in Plainfield, and they're Plainfield residents.
That is the truth. That
And
is
they,
the truth.
and they get paid on half the basis. Because
Sure.
if you bring them over to the city, being on the city council,
Okay.
you talk about union wages.
Now we're gonna have to
Mr.
cut.
Davis has a good
We
point
got
there.
to do that on another show because I want you guys to introduce yourselves again and tell people how to vote for you.
Okay.
Go ahead. So we're done.
Once again, I am Don Davis. We must hold on to Plainfield. Column C, Don Davis all the way.
All right.
Okay, Rashid Birney, a proud Democrat, and I'm working for Plainfield, not a political faction. It is about Plainfield, not politics and not factions.
And my name is Rebecca Williams, and I'm running as a new Democrat for Plainfield, column D for Democrat,
All right.
determined and decisive, and I've been endorsed by Councilman Corey Storch and Councilman Adrian Mapp. Column D, June 8th, Rebecca Williams.
Okay. Now you've heard the politicians and they're ready to get busy. So I'm gonna end this right here again with the chant of Barack,
Obama!
Obama!
Barack,
Obama!
Barack,
Obama!
Barack.
Obama!
Keep hope alive.
That was Jesse Jackson.
Hey, Rev, I like that.
Right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Reverend.
Good seeing you again.
Reverend. Okay, I gotta run back to work now. All right.
Oh, gentlemen.
Yep.
I'm sorry I couldn't hang out with you on Sunday, but I had we had revival work. So,
All right, good man.
all right.
Take care.
You know, Pastor Porter drives a rough bus.
Oh, look here, bro.
You know about
My
Porter.
brother. Thank you, appreciate it.
So, Reverend Zach Ryder. What's happening, son?
You see the deal, right?